Do you have any topic to discussion?
Yeah, I can say about YouTube, social media.
Yes, you can. Yeah, it's okay. So actually, yeah, according to my point of view, actually, social media is very good for me, especially, I have learned lots of things through social media, you know, and these times even I am learning English right now on social media, on YouTube. So according to me, social media is very good for them, who want to get the advantage through social media.
Yeah, actually everything has a mixed of pros and cons. Everything,
Yes,
everywhere. If you, but what is the your point of view? How could you see that's things like social media is both are here, both are advantages and disadvantages. But how to tackle you? How to use this platform? So it's
yes,
depend on man tendency, human quality. What is the thinking? What is the your things like our hobbies, learning something new. So we are every time learning this from this platform. We are
yes,
learning every time from this but sometimes someone is misuse this platform, this social media like Facebook and Twitter and Instagram, everything. So and sometimes some women using like waste their time is gossiping. But
yes,
in they I see many women like even he she belong from a village area, but she is curious to learn this language.
yes.
So so it can be possible only social media.
Yeah,
And
actually, yeah, ma'am. Yeah, I think everything has a two sides, bad and wrong, advantage and disadvantage. Are you, this is a your choice. This is a
yeah,
your hand, you
yeah,
know,
true.
which are using
Yes,
advantage
yes.
and disadvantage. Actually, yeah, I am facing lots of problem because when I use social media, because so that time my eyes get heavy while using the mobile phone
Yeah,
sometimes.
yeah. So
This
it's
is a
yeah,
very problem, yeah, a big problem. Even this problem, creates between children.
yeah. I also told you कि if anything use like suppose that you eat almond, but you eat a proper diet, proper. So your health is good. But if you eat over, so it defect your health. So that's
Yes,
this is way YouTube and others platform. If you use more time, if you waste only in this platform, so if you so your health is defect, your health is affected by social
yes.
media. So if
Yes, yes. Because when I use, because I don't, I have lots of amount of time, and when I get the free, so that time I use a mobile phone and I watch English content video because sometimes I don't get the time for learning English because I am YouTuber as well. I learn. I am learner. Sometimes I don't. Sometimes I think something like this. I should break. I should break. I should take the break on. I think on. My channels, my YouTube channels, but sometimes no. I I can everything both thing learning and I run I will run the my channel, but
so
sometimes I can't consume the time for
yeah.
both things. Yeah.
So
So that's why I get depressed for my learning English for my channel. Yeah. And yeah, what are you doing apart from this? Because you are taking the session, I know. Apart from this, what are you doing for learning English?
Yeah, actually, I have also my own YouTube channel, so I do in apart from my YouTube channel for
No,
my YouTube.
actually, I'm asking for learning English. What are you doing for
Yeah,
learning English? Yeah.
I just practice every day, like speaking. Sometimes I go to group platform, and sometimes Skype is it's a little bit I using. So yeah, but in this time, in a week, I didn't practice anywhere. So because of I was too busy. My brother's engagement.
Okay, nice. Yeah. So that's why you are busy in your life.
Yeah, so that's why I was busy that time. But in 2 days, I feel lackness in my spoken. I feel like I am going to down in my language. I just if you don't practice, so you feel decrease your confidence.
Yes, you are right. Yeah, exactly. Same, thing I happened, because when I skip one day, I drop up the one day. Because this time, yeah, next day I will take the session. I will have the more much practice. Next day, this day I take the some rest. So and another day when I try to speak with other person, so that time I get very agitations and very underconfidence. So then,
Yeah,
yeah, I think consistency is very important. When you keep the consistency in your routine and in your aim, so definitely you will be perfect.
yeah,
That
yeah, yeah.
thing who you are learning. Yeah.
Yeah, I also realized from this experience, and speaking part is only based on speaking. Speaking comes by
Yes.
speaking. So
Yes.
here if we are want to become fluent speakers, so it's very important speaking only. It doesn't
Yes.
matter how much do you know, how much knowledge about this language. It's
I
only
think this
matter.
is not important. Yeah, this is not important how much do you have knowledge. Important is only how much do you have the more much practice. Because
Yeah,
when
yeah.
I think I have watched lots of video because they don't have more much knowledge about the grammar, even though they speak English very bad. Why? Because they have lots of practice in their life and their practice and their I think a day for learning English, so that's why they speak very well. I can understand everything because yeah, practice is very important. When you have the more much practice, so you can speak English well. I think according to me, grammar is important, but little bit as a passive and tense. But after that, you can start speaking. Because when you have more much speaking in front of other people's, in front of yourself, so I realized, I consider that your English will be increased as a up to mark according to me because I have experience. So that's why I'm telling to you because I'm learning English for a long time. Yeah.
I
So ma'am,
also.
please, yeah, please let me know according your point of view, what is the important for learning English? Because I have every learner has every person says something like this when you want to learn English. So these are four aspects very important for learning English: speaking, reading, writing, and watching. So according your perception, what is the important for learning English?
Actually, really, it's true. For speaking, it's four aspects is important. But being a housewife, being you have a lot of work responsibility, so you have a little time. So,
Yes.
speaking for the speaking is mostly important. You have to speak. First is speak, and second is listening. Listening is very important. If you listening English content video, anything base of English, so if you listening carefully, so after sometimes you sense a drastic change in yourself. you can see, because in earlier days when I started my journey, so mostly time I am just listening video very carefully. So most of the word, you listen carefully, so you remember, you remember that words, so you can output, you can write, you can produce. So, listening is very important. Second thing is speaking. And reading is also very important, no doubt. But, if you have not a lot of time, so you just only two base up to pillar like listening and speaking, you can practice.
Yeah, you are right. Same thing, I am facing. Actually, ma'am, I don't have more much amount of time. So that time I only speak and watching. But I don't have more much time for reading, for writing. But yeah, because when you have the more much reading, reading, so I think that time you can learn lots of vocabulary as a
Yeah.
advanced and a normal vocabulary. That's why I have a lack of vocabulary, but it's okay. But this times I took the resolution in 2023. Firstly, I will improve my speaking and watching, because sometimes I get confused when I watch the English video, because sometimes I couldn't understand very well. So this time I am learning only speaking I am and watching. That's it. My purpose is only watching and speaking, and next movement I will move on, because when I will be
Yeah.
perfect both things, writing and speaking, sorry, speaking and watching, and then I will be try writing, reading and writing. But
Yeah. Yeah.
according to me, firstly, watching first time, because when you start, so that time you should only watch, not speaking. Firstly watch, and after that, because when you start listening very carefully, when you start understanding that English content, that English structures, so after that you can move on speaking. But
Yeah,
I
it's
think
true.
there are two aspects are very important for learning English, according to me. Yes.